Hello? Can anybody help me? I think I've gone the wrong way. And there at the front in the passage. Yeah, I've drunk a lot of that sleepwalking potion.
Welcome to my kingdom, stranger.
Whoa! A helmet that can talk?
Of course. I'm magical.
My name's Nate. I'm searching for a powerful warrior set. I'm guessing you're a part of it?
Oh, don't remind me. I'm happy to be out of it. The constant riding about, senseless battles, camping in the open, and of course those other two idiots.
What is all this here, and why do you call the mine my domain?
You could call it good fortune, I suppose. These completely deranged earth pixies found me. They're really into glittery things and wanted to offer me to their god.
That ugly thing?
Careful. He's vengeful and all-powerful. At least that's what I tell these simpletons. I'm the new mouthpiece of their god, you see. I'm their prophet, because only I can hear what the deity says. What did you say? The earth pixies should prepare another warm oil bath for me this evening? Of course, if that is your will, your worshipfulness.
So you have a nice life here at the Earth Pixie's expense? That's awful.
Jealous that I got here first.
Mm-hmm. But aren't you afraid they'll rumble you?
Earth pixies are very simple-natured. They'd never find out. And none of them would dare question the authority of the prophet.
You mean the deity himself would have to fire you?
Which I would consider pretty unlikely.
So, much to my regret, I need you and the other parts of the set to be able to free the gnome.
That's a good one.
I'm serious.
Do you think I've got a screw loose? I'm a god here. At least almost. I'm waited on hand and foot and lead the life of a crown. You don't really think I'm going to give all this up?
I have to insist. Won't take long. A few hours and I'll bring you back.
Hands off! God! This human has committed an act of sacrilege. He wanted to molest the deity. His worshipfulness is very angry. Throw him out. He's no longer welcome here. Don't let him come back. Spread the news.
But, hang on. Hey, ow! Are you listening? Ow, ow! Not nice. Get off! Get off! Hey, you! Hey, ooh, keep your frickin' little hands off my ghoulies! Their little hands were all over me. The trough is full to the brim with mountain water. This is probably where the earth pixies fill up with water supplies to take into the mine. Out of the way. A wooden chest with steel bands and a hefty lock. Locked. A small fire. The pixies warm themselves up by it every now and again. Ah! You goddamn motherfucking sons of bitches! It's some kind of water skin or camel bag. They're usually made from particular parts of animals, but I won't go into details. Dynamite. You have to ask yourself how Earth Pixies get their hands on dynamite. It fits. There are some stones in it. Hey, the stones are pulling each other. They must be magnetic. I'll take one. I don't need any more. Okay, I'll fill the water skin with as much water as I can and then seal it by knotting it. The skin is absolutely full of water. I'd better watch out it doesn't burst. This torch isn't fixed to the bracket like the others. I can take this one. A pile of dust and stones. Maybe the Earth Pixies have been sieving stone to find jewels, and this is what's left. If I'm going to light the torch, I need to wait for the right moment. So let's do it. Ah! You goddamn motherfucking sons of bitches! Nice. A small copper deposit. If I had a pickaxe, I could dig it out. A smooth piece of wood, half a meter long. I'd say it's some kind of handle or shaft.
You again. You're not wanted here. Any last words before I have you thrown out?
What's this here? Did the Earth Pixies build all this?
Indeed. They may be thick, but they're also diligent and numerous. The mine shafts stretch for miles into the earth. The Earth Pixies dig for gemstones. They like anything shiny.
How many of them are there?
Thousands. One thicker and uglier than the next.
Look, I can understand why you want to stay here, but I need you in the other parts of the set. Like, really. My friend's life could depend on it.
Oil baths as often as I like. I get polished 3 times a day, and my faithful following is currently preparing a production of Snow White and the 7 Earth Pixies for me. I'm not going to give all this up. I'm the mouthpiece of the god Woozar, and I intend to be that for a very long time.
So I can't convince you to come with me.
Absolutely no chance. I plan on growing old and rusty here.
As long as the Earth Pixies don't catch on to you and your scam.
What are you going to do? Take a stand against the will of their god? Only I decide what the deity wants.
You almost wish the little guy could speak for himself.
I wouldn't count on that.
Don't worry, I'm still going to come up with a way of getting you out of here.
I beg to differ, but let's not take any risks. God!
Ah! You goddamn motherfucking sons of bitches! Good. I'll attach the magnetic stone to the string. Nice one.
What the? Help me! God, I'm floating!
Wooza?
Yes, Woozar, I'm being kidnapped!
No! It is I, Wooza! This helmet has brought shame upon me. He shall be my prophet no longer.
Oh, that's nonsense! Don't listen to him!
He should be banished. The human who he's driven out should from now on be welcomed by us.
I am the prophet! Woozar! No!
Wooza has spoken. He looks a bit dustier than he did down there in the cave, but he looks like he's doing okay.
Okay? I'm gonna... Oh, yeah.
Shut your trap. I need to save a good friend, and you're going to help me whether you like it or not.
Oh, yeah. Get your hands off! No! No, don't! Not the greasy hair!
The two-headed ogre is fat, like an ogre. And he's got 2 heads. Hi there, you 2.
There's little human. Blout hungry.
Are you a human eater?
Hungry.
Why, no. You will have to forgive Blout. He's very emotional when he hasn't had anything to eat for half an hour.
Who are you?
Blout.
Blout, really? My name is Zloth, from the Lightning Fist tribe. That's my good-for-nothing half-brother, Blout.
Your half-brothers? Isn't that a little impossible?
Not at all. The biology of two-headed ogres is very complex. As you may know, it can...
Boring.
Really, that's just...
It's okay. I don't really need to know all the details. You're a battle mage then, are you?
No. Hitman. I hit people to death.
I think he meant me, Blout. It's true, I am a battle mage. My modesty prevents me from pointing out that I am one of the best. Of course, I'd be even better if I could study more. But, oh well.
That's a very interesting plate there.
Dreadful, isn't it? All that fatty food. But Blout loves that rubbish.
Blout hungry.
I've told you 1,000 times. You only get to eat once I've finished reading this book.
Hungry now.
If I let you eat now, then you'll put your greasy fingerprints all over the pages again. I get to choose what we do this afternoon. Blout was allowed to decide this morning. First he wanted to lie in, but then suddenly he didn't have enough time to eat. Tough luck.
I am hungry.
But I am not.
Could I, borrow the plate?
My plate. My plate.
I'm sorry, that's Blout's favourite plate, because it's so big. He won't give you that.
I need to get going. See you two later.
Goodbye.
Strange plate. That's no plate. That's a shield. Probably the shield I'm looking for. The shield's covered in all kinds of unappetizing ogre food. The ogres don't seem to know that they've been abusing such a valuable object. I've somehow got to divert the ogres and get rid of the food. Hello, Blout.
You, little human.
That's right. You must be very hungry, Blout. That's a very, very big plate you've got there.
Blout, big, hungry.
Why don't you ask Zlof nicely once more if you can eat what's on his plate?
Zlof not let me. And Zlof make chain lightning.
You mean he can defend himself? As long as he's reading that book, you can't use your hands?
Uh-huh.
Well, you are one smart guy, Blout.
Blout?
Can't you get Zlof to stop reading?
Zlof always reading till book finished.
And there's nothing that stops him reading?
Zlof like drink cocktails, ogre cocktails.
Okay. And then what?
He drunk very quick.
You mean he can't hold his liquor, and he gets too drunk to keep reading? Interesting. Do you get drunk fast too, Blout, like Zlof does?
No. Blout drink much more than Zlof. Blout real mean ogre.
But you share the same body.
Yeah? So?
Oh, nothing. I could make you an ogre cocktail. How would you like that?
Blout like beer.
Yeah, I know, but the cocktail's mainly for Zlof.
Why?
So he gets drunk.
And then?
Then you can chow down on that snack there.
Ooh, okay.
Right. What makes a good ogre cocktail?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, okay. And what else?
An umbrella.
An ogre cocktail is made of nothing but alcohol?
And umbrella.
And what kind of alcohol? Wine? Vodka?
Whatever. Must blow your head off.
So, high-octane alcohol in a glass with an umbrella. Classy.
Little human can look in cave.
Do you have the ingredients?
Uh-huh.
You and your half-brother. Don't you guys get along too well?
Zlof is stupid.
Uh-huh.
Always reading. Never fun. Never break things.
He's more the intellectual type.
Zlof not real man. Zlof never had girlfriend.
I heard that.
I have to leave. My stomach's grumbling.
Hungry!
Young sir, those are our private belongings. All of the appliances are registered. Please leave our cave.
Blout gave me permission.
Little human make cocktail for Zlof.
Really? What a delightful surprise. I thank you most cordially.
No problem, Fatso.
He meant you.
A piece of hose. Over a meter long and anything but clean. I don't even want to think about what the ogres might use it for. tied up linen sack. The contents probably need to be protected from birds and rats. The sack is full to the brim with apples. They're all damp and rotten. They smell like they're fermenting. I would have expected a larger cocktail glass. This one's more human-sized. Is that going to be enough to get Zloff drunk? That seems to be some kind of storage cupboard. A small, colorful cocktail umbrella. Who'd have thought that there'd be a market for these here in the wildlands? The boards must have been out in the rain for a long time. They're rotten and covered in mold. Some kind of juice press, I'd say. You put the grapes or whatever in at the top, and the juice runs out the bottom. Hey, it still works even. Maybe it's just the green-skinned guys who weren't able to work it. So let's do it. Tasty. Fermented apple juice. But I'd better not drink it. Hey, Thunderhoof, about this lightning dance. Thunderhoof? Hello, bully. The guy seems to be out of it. Could be something to do with my mushrooms. Take unidentified mushrooms, mixed up with a bunch of suspicious berries and paint, set it on fire, and inhale the smoke. Not too much can go wrong with that. Maybe he's, just having a little powwow with his ancestors. He'll come round soon. Sits nice and firm. Whatever's in the pot will evaporate, condense, and be drawn off in the hose. Well, okay. Something's happening. And done. The bowl has filled up with an almost clear liquid. The alcohol's not strong enough yet for an ogre cocktail, but I can distill it again. And again. That looks a lot better already. That ought to do. Now just missing the sophisticated decoration. High-proof alcohol and a cocktail umbrella. Voila! One ogre cocktail. I've got a cocktail for you, Zloff.
Oh, thank you. Very nice. Wait a minute. You're trying to trick me, aren't you? You want to get me drunk so I can't read anymore.
Us? Never.
But you won't get me like that. I'll just take tiny sips. Then I won't get drunk and can continue reading. mind!
Did you finish reading?
No! I...
Impressive. Gross, but impressive.
Brout's still hungry.
What?
Hungry! Brout must hunt.
Good. I'll lay the boards over the opening of the crevice. The rotten boards won't support much weight. One step on them and they'll give way. Nice! Now I've got a pom-pom on a string. Okay then, let's try it.
There! Colourful fluffy bunny!
Stop it, Blount. Something's wrong here.
Just got to break shell!
A fluffy bunny, I presume? How can anyone be so stupid?
Hungry!
Go into the corner and be ashamed of yourself. I'll come up with something.
The way's clear.
Thank you very much for getting me out of there. It's no fun swimming around in hot gravy all day. Then again, it's also no fun being constantly hit by swords and axes. I hope you're not a warrior.
Me? Nah, I just want to look like one.
If you only want to look like one, then that's fine. Just don't fight. The pen is mightier than the sword and hurts less.
Still an especially brave shield, eh?
I don't believe it! Marks! Who would have thought that we'd all be together again? Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, terrific. Listen, it's one thing that you kidnapped me, but does this dumbass have to come along?
Still the same old you, eh?
Can the sword talk as well?
Vladdy? Of course! Are we going to get him too?
Oh, no way.
Hopefully he's calmed down over the last few years.
I'm getting a really bad feeling about this whole thing. Okay.
Are you afraid?
I'm okay.
You should be, shocked, rigid. Are you rigid with shock?
Not really. What are you reading?
How to become a terrifying monster in a fortnight. But I've only just started, and the first chapter states that one should not be disheartened if it doesn't work straight away, and there will always be people who begrudge anyone being successful in business.
Sure. Hello, gorgeous.
Yes?
You want to become a fearsome monster? Why? And who are you, after all?
I am a misunderstood woman in the prime of her life.
Uh-oh.
I have served as a transport dragon for years, but I handed in my notice yesterday. There are limits, you know.
Did somebody cop a feel?
They shouted at me only because I lost a load. It was all because of this elf. I should be grateful to her. I can at last strive to reach my full potential and embark on a new career in the second half of my life.
As a terror-inducing monster?
Yeah, a traditional image for dragons. Men always achieve it. But why shouldn't a woman manage it too?
And what's involved in becoming a terror-inducing monster? You've got to pass 3 exams?
Oh, no, it isn't quite that simple. There is a complicated 10-step plan. I have to develop myself in the most diverse areas and will have to build up my terror potential step by step. But it is all so complicated. I am meant to eat maidens, but I'm a vegetarian. And I've never spewed fire. I don't have a hoard of gold, and I don't know how to crack open knight's armor.
Yeah, and you're not so hot at bellowing.
I know, but at least I've found a reasonable dragon's den, have I not?
I'm looking for a magic sword that's supposed to be hidden here in this mountain. You got any idea where it is?
Yes.
Yeah? Where then?
Oh, yeah, shouldn't... Well, you are somewhat similar to a warrior, and I am a dragon. Shouldn't we fight or something?
Who says so?
Chapter 5, Overzealous Heroes, or When Supper Comes Knocking at Your Door.
That's completely outdated garbage.
Do you really think so?
For sure. Confrontation won't get you too far these days. You need to find yourself some allies. The magic word is networking.
Networking? There's nothing written here about that. Perhaps you could come back later when I've read a bit more.
We could, of course, resolve this another way.
How?
Maybe I could help you to become a terror-inducing monster.
Really? You could teach me how to breathe fire?
No.
Oh, then I fear that you'll not be able to help me. Unless you perhaps have a huge hoard of gold?
Nah, but I might be able to get you some. As a kind of seed capital, say. How about 1 gold coin, for example?
Yeah, agreed. Chapter 1 states that everyone has to start somewhere, and a single gold coin is a good start to a huge hoard, is it not?
What kind of a place is this?
My dragon's den?
Well, yeah, but what was it before? Those machines over there look pretty ancient.
The dwarves built them centuries ago. They dug for rare metals in the volcano here and crafted several mighty weapons. And then the terror rained down on them. A mighty, rose-colored dragon drove them away. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Uh-huh.
Do you like the story? I am working on my own legend. Every terror-inducing monster surrounds itself with a web of myths and legends.
I gotta get going. Happy practicing.
Of course, of course.
A pair of blacksmith's pliers with long handles. A hammer. One side of the head is rounded. This sort of thing is used by a blacksmith. A row of strange stones. They're really smooth and slightly glittery. They probably come from deep inside the mountain. There are crystals inside the stone, all sparkling and glinting. A stone dragon's head covered in soot. An earth pixie's fumbling around with it. Look, see what I've got for you?
Ooh, Musa.
And so, I think you now belong to me. The big stones stand out, but maybe I can take a few of the small gold nuggets unnoticed.
Theft! Get him! The human has stolen some gold!
So they can't hear you anymore? So when you're sitting on top of my head, only I can hear you, right? Wow, what a bummer.
Don't celebrate too much. I'm planning an opera for this evening. Wagner's Ring.
That's done it. The head fits perfectly. This hatch keeps the lava in the basin. If you open it with the help of the chain, the lava flows out. Lava flow. A stone bowl. The inside of it is black and sooty. Even with the pliers, the heat's almost unbearable. The nuggets have melted in the furnace. A small golden pool has formed in the bowl. I think this is a coin press. You pour gold, silver, or mithril into the opening and use this stamp to press the engraving into the coin. Ah, good. I'll pour the gold into the mold. Should be just enough. A superb gold coin with a vicious-looking dwarf on it. It's still hot. Look, I've got the first coin for your treasure. May there be many more to follow.
Oh, thank you.
So, what about the sword?
Well, yes. I'm lying on it. Could you take it?
Nice. Where is it exactly?
A bit further down, I think. Yes, there. There it is.
That's the head off a pickaxe.
Just a bit further.
Ah, great. It's broken.
What?
It's snapped under your weight.
Oh, so that's why it suddenly stopped talking. And it was so nice. It said that I was a terrible monster and that it would love to cut my head off.
That's no good to me. What am I going to do with a broken sword?
You could perhaps repair it?
Do I look like a blacksmith?
You could learn. There's a book on smithing there.
0 to weaponsmith in 14 days. That's too long. I don't have 14 days.
Then you'll have to read faster. You'll find everything you need here. An anvil, fire, instructions.
Huh. Nice. Magic sword, Ah, here. Right at the back of the book. Not a good sign. Blah, blah. Forging magic swords is very difficult. The high art of smithing. Only level 98 smiths can forge magic swords. That's not very good at all. Roughly calculated, my level is 0. Let's see. This is where they explain how a magic sword can be repaired. You have to reforge it and then hold it in dragonfire. And what am I going to practice on until I'm at level 98? That doesn't sound bad. Copper pots. Pretty simple, and you only need one raw material. Copper. Fits perfectly. I've got 3 pieces of copper-bearing ore. But no arcanite crystal in it. I'll put in as many stones as possible. Even with the pliers, the heat's almost unbearable. The copper's melted and run out of the stones. I wouldn't have thought there would be so much. Just a piece of copper. The copper is still hot, but it'll slowly harden. Let's give it a go then. Not perfect just yet, but then I'm only a level 1 blacksmith. Only another 97 pots. What's up? Get the copper, smelt the copper, make the pot. We have to get the most out of our playtime, so let's get going. Well, okay. I'll do it on my own. "98 pots, level 98. Wow, that was fun. Well, I can now forge pretty much anything, including broken magic swords. Ah, good. Speaking as a level 98 blacksmith, I know what needs to be done. Ta-da! I've reforged the sword that was once broken. Now I've just got to harden it in some dragon fire. Hello, gorgeous.
Yes?
The sword needs to be tempered in dragon fire. Would you do the honors?
Oh, that isn't going to be easy. I've never breathed fire before.
And here's me thinking you're a dragon.
I am. But in order to spew fire, one has to be mad with anger. That is the normal state of mind for most dragons, is it not? But I don't really do anger. I did a lot of autogenic training and yoga in the past.
You're really, really dumb.
Why do you say that?
Because it's a fact.
But it isn't true. I've always been an avid reader.
Didn't do much for you. I've never met such a thicko dragon before.
Hey, that's not very nice.
But one thing should be obvious to you at least. I reckon dragons like you just shouldn't pursue a monster education.
Why ever not?
You don't belong in the world of work. You should go find yourself a terror-inducing husband who has a good job and can look after you.
That is...
The main thing is, though, but you could help me out, sweetheart. My shirt could use a wash and an iron.
I breathed fire!
Good for both of us.
I was so angry that I... Thank you.
My pleasure. Hello, sword.
Ah! Heart! What the hell are you doing?
I've reforged you after you got accidentally snapped by a dragon.
Where is that monster? I want to bathe in her blood!
But we don't have time for that now. We still have a pretty big task ahead of us.
I'll slash you away through our enemies.
Oh, Vladdy, not more fighting.
I recognise your spineless blubbering.
And I recognise your brainless aggression.
Oh, great. That smart ass is here too.
Now quiet, please. Let's get with the program.
Let's split skulls.
Yeah! Or not.
Or let's go swimming. Come on, human, I dare you.
Shut your trap, and that goes for all of you. Now that we're all together, you guys are going to get me into the orc camp.
Yeah!
No!
So I can get my friend out of there.
A rescue mission? We'll have to proceed very carefully and diplomatically.
Ah.
I think you should spit in the face of the biggest orc in the camp.
I don't think I deserve this. Hello, chieftain.
Greetings, human.
Look, I've found a powerful warrior's helmet.
Looks good, but what makes it so powerful?
It's magic. It can talk. Say something.
Oh yeah, great.
But he can. He really can talk. I can hear his voice in my head.
Aha.
It's just that my helmet doesn't like me.
That's a real shame. But maybe you'll make up.
Yes, perhaps. I've already got one part of the set. Will you let me into your camp now?
Just because you got a good helmet, that's not nearly enough. Come back when the set's complete.
Have a look at this shield. Isn't it great?
It's really shiny. Have you greased it up?
You could say that. And in combat, it's going to defend me from every attack. Whether a sword, or a spear, fire, or...
Excuse me. No fire. And spears are also very unpleasant. I'd prefer it if,
Shh! Just go along with it. Whether fire, poison, or axes,
Oh...
my powerful shield and I will stand fast.
We'll see, human.
Now really, with two parts of the set, you've got to let me into your camp.
No. If I'm not mistaken, The warrior set is made up of 3 pieces, and believe me, you're gonna need every single one of them.
Look! I'm carrying the Sword of Power!
What are you gonna do with bread knife?
Bread knife? Wretched green skin, step forward, shield and sword shall shatter, your blood shall flow. I'll cleave your ugly skull.
Whoa, whoa, calm down. We don't want to...
Hey, I like your sword. I must apologize. That's a good sword.
The best.
You're okay. I've got the whole warrior set of power. Now open the gate.
You are a very well-equipped little human. Your kit may compensate for your lack of talent, ability, and competence.
Thanks.
Most people wouldn't take that as a compliment.
I just want to get into the camp, win your stupid contest, and free Willy.
You have little pride, human, but perhaps some courage. Or is that stupidity? Enter!
I just hope Wilbur's going to reward me for what I'm doing here. And as soon as I freed him, we still need to go look for Ivo and Critter. I hope they're doing okay.
Quiet! How am I meant to think? Hey you, Critter! Can you understand me? Can you understand what I'm saying? Does that mean yes? Let's pretend that it means yes. Your master has it, if I ever get my hands on him. Didn't you see what he did? He lied to us out of sheer cowardice. I don't know what you see in him. He strikes me as being an arrogant, overinflated, cowardly, unkempt, snotty-nosed idiot. I can't get out of here on my own. Would you help me? Could you perhaps reach for something that would unlock my foot manacles? Oh, well done, little one. And now the lock. Break it open. But it just has to be possible somehow. You want to fetch something to open the lock with? Okay, but how are you going to get out of here? All right, try. Hello, Critter, I can hear you. It would appear you found the other end of the light shaft. What the? I'm not even going to ask what you're doing with the door, but what's on the other side? A monkey who swallowed a wardrobe. A troll. The troll's guarding the dungeon. He's got a key. We need that. You have to think of something. Thank you, at last. That's sorted at last. And now you don't need to do all the work on your own anymore. Oh, thanks. Just what I've always wanted. Thanks. That's a big help. Not budging an inch. I wouldn't even attempt this were it not for the stupidity of the troll. Firm. It is art. I hope the rubber chicken will hold out. Huh, that could work. I'm ready to fire. Just got the target missing now. Direct hit. That's enough to knock out a troll for ages. Help me, will you? Let's push him into that cell there. That's it. Come on, critter. Onwards. There's something lying in the cells. It's snoring. Hello? Hello? Huh, nothing. Auntie slept through the whole cheap and critter hullabaloo too. Hey!
Ow! What? You? But what are you doing? The artifact, is it safe?
MacGuffin, you're still alive. You didn't appear to be very resilient during the interrogations.
The book! The artifact! What's happened to it?
I fetched the book from your cellar, but I haven't met the Archmage yet.
And then?
I made sure the artifact was taken to safety with 2 friends.
Ah, excellent. So it really was in the temple.
Yes, it was.
So, the Archmage has got the artifact, and you're now here to free me?
Not quite. We were surprised by Munkus. My friends were able to escape with the artifact, but I was captured.
Then it's still not safe?
Perhaps not.
This is a catastrophe. We've got to get out of here and take the artifact to the Archmage.
You don't say. Aren't you the tactical genius, then? Why are you always locked up every time we meet? Can't you free yourself once in a while?
Mortroga magically sealed the lock herself. You can't open it with a toothpick.
So you just sit in your cell and let me do all the work.
Get me out of here and I can assist you. At least with moral support.
So the lock's been magically sealed, but it should still be possible to open.
Yes, of course, but you need the wand that sealed it for that.
Mortroga's wand.
I'm afraid so, yes.
Ah, Then let's just leave that lock as it is and concentrate on the bars.
Good luck. Those are iron bars, as thick as trolls' thumbs.
What did you tell Mortroga and her little devil?
I didn't need to tell them much. They knew about the artifact. I told them about the book, but I was certain that you'd got that to safety long ago.
And nothing else?
And I told them about the ring.
You told them about Wilbur! You really set her on the trail of a little gnome!
I had no choice, but he had many hours head start. And you said yourself that he made it to the Archmage.
And he's displayed much greater courage than you. My companions Wilbur and Nate got out via a portal. Can one find out where that portal led them?
A portal? That kind of thing is rare. Only particularly powerful mages can open a portal.
Wilbur has an amulet. The portal opened when it landed on the floor.
Incredible. There are only 2 amulets that could accomplish something like that. One of them belonged to the powerful dark mage Balthazar, but that was presumed missing, just like its even more powerful brother, the Tolarion.
It was Balthazar's amulet. Do you have any idea where it might have taken them?
I cannot answer that, but the Archmage would know.
That's one more reason to talk with him soon. I have to go. There are bound to be other caged gremlins that need to be released.
Very funny.
Thanks. A heavy-looking smithy's hammer. I don't wish to encounter the blacksmith that goes with this. I could do that. Someone would notice the smoke and put the fire out. Critter and I'll just have to take care not to be caught. Let's ensure that our little friend has a bit of freedom of movement.
What the? Fire! Damn nuisance! Why do I always have to deal with this? What is he going to do? Astonishing. Quite astonishing.
That could work. The bars are now frozen. Disregarding the fact that we're still in a mighty fortress of evil, you are right.
One step at a time, and that was an important one. Here's to the critter. And of course to you.
Too kind.
It was a very clever idea to simply ignore the magically sealed lock. In my desperation, I tried to open it with this, but I didn't manage.
What is it?
My universal lockpick.
That's a wire.
Exactly. I've had it for years. It has served me well, cracking every lock thus far. It's taken a magically sealed lock to defeat it.
A strange metal box. A smaller box is hanging inside it. Bizarre. There are many symbols and short texts on the walls. I can't read them. Strange pictures have been glued to the sides. And there's a large bit of paper with some text. This doesn't mean anything to me. MacGuffin?
Yes?
There are quite a few inscriptions in that red box. Can you work out what they mean?
I can try. Many of the inscriptions recount the daily lives of the people in whose midst this cabinet once stood. Here are the various services on offer. It might have something to do with a primitive fertility ritual. Some of the pictures would suggest that.
And that white parchment on the wall?
Oh, outrageous.
What's wrong?
This device here on the wall seems to be capable of connecting people over very long distances.
Really? A kind of teleport?
Yes. Here, worldwide, local, all that you need is a number. The number of another unit, and something like a small piece of gold as payment.
That could be our ticket to freedom.
Just what I was thinking.
Could you get us out of here using that machine?
Perhaps, but we need the number of another device like this, and a small gold coin.
I'll be as fast as I can.
Excellent.
Just how are we meant to discover the number of a machine that might be hundreds of miles away from here?
That's a good question. There must be records for this. Whoever put this device in here may also have hidden a list with the numbers of the other devices somewhere.
What do you think? How many other machines like this exist?
Who knows? There could be dozens of them.
Could I just borrow your universal lockpicker?
It seems to me that you don't fully appreciate it.
It's a bit of wire.
With which you can open almost any lock. These things are sacred to me, just like my whip. Speaking of which, where is it?
I'll tell you about that later. I need the wire. It'll help us get out of here.
All right then. What's the magic word?
Please, oh please, give me the little piece of wire and do your bit to save the world.
Very well. Just don't forget again.
I have to go. See you later.
Come to me if you have any questions.
I'll just take a few gold coins from the chest. I don't need any more. MacGuffin, can you give the other holder a tug? That should help things along. Let's see. A book. It's written in the same strange script as the words in the red box. Hey, look! This book was in a secret hiding place in the wall.
Show me. The number we're searching for could be in there. And here it is. Here's the number of another device.
What is it?
2.
We would have been a long time guessing that.
Now we just need a gold coin. Now we just need a gold coin.
I've got some gold coins here.
Excellent. One of them's sure to fit. Give them to me. Now let's see then. Come in, you two. Come on. It's tight, but it's our path to freedom. All right then. You're supposed to pick up this part here. Stay calm. It's all completely normal, I hope. I'll put the coins in. All right then. I'll enter the number. 2. It works. Interesting.
Completely ridiculous. And now?
To the Archmage.
Where are all the bloodthirsty orcs?
Yeah, well, I'm the only one left.
That means I'm fighting you in the warrior contest?
No, someone's got to be the referee.
So I don't have an opponent and have won without a fight?
Not so fast!
Oh, Zazzy, love to see you. Have you put on a few pounds?
That human is mine. I'll be taking him to the Archwitch.
You can't just take him. He's a warrior.
Don't be daft.
Shield, sword, and helmet say something different.
We don't say anything different at all. You aren't a warrior.
What are you waiting for? Knock the greenskin out. He's a warrior. He's been let into our camp to take part in the warrior contest. As long as the contest is taking place, he is protected by our word.
And since I don't seem to have an opponent, this contest is certainly going to last for some time yet. I shouldn't really have said that, should I?
All right then. The contest has begun. The opponents will compete in tests of strength, skill, and speed. You can do the tests at any time. If you leave the camp, you're disqualified.
And can be freely shot.
Oh, man.
Stuff of dreams. You'll be hanging from the gallows this evening. But first, I'll relish your ineptitude.